I'm Brooke Brockman and this is Tamara Jackson. We're with the Wyoming Department of Education, here to tell you about the Professional Standards Learning Objectives for school nutrition staff.
I bet you're wondering why you're here watching this training. Well, it all goes back to the Healthy Hunger Free Kid Act that was instituted in 2010. And part of that was professional standards. This training is going to cover the training piece of it, not the hiring part. We are excited that you're here, and we're excited about the knowledge that you can learn from each of these trainings that we've created. Brooke is going to go into more detail about the who, what, when, where, why of all of this. So take it away, Brooke.
All right, professional standards in a nutshell. First, we're going to talk about the who, what, how, and tracking. Who, directors, managers, staff, and part-time staff. How many hours? Directors for this year, we have 8, and then another 4 for 12 in the next school year. Managers, 6, and then 10 for the next year. Staff, 4 plus 2 for another 6 in the following year. Part-time staff has it easy, they're 4 and 4. Now how on earth are you going to remember all these numbers? 8 and 12, 6 and 10, 4 and 6, and 4 and 4. The magic? Add all of these minutes and hours till you reach your goal. Now, the what? NOAC. NOAC. Know what, you say? Nutrition, operations, administration, communications, and marketing. These are the 4 learning principles for the standards. Each objective has several trainings and learning objectives that we'll look at a little bit later on. So now, how are you going to get all these hours? Number 1, you've got the Brooke and Tamara Show. We'll be putting together a series of videos on the different learning topics that you'll be able to watch at your own leisure and count towards your hours. Number 2, SNA, FNS, USDA, any of those websites have several online trainings or workshops that you can complete your training hours with. Third, is there an event or a workshop you're attending and it doesn't seem to count, or you're not sure where it fits? Just ask us. We'll make sure it counts towards your hours. Next, how in the world are we going to track all of these hours? Number 1, USDA has a training tracker tool that it put on their website. It's a spreadsheet type that you can fill in all of your information and document the class specifics. We thought it was a little bit complex, so we designed a spreadsheet that's very simple. Wyoming Department of Education Training Tracker. It's very simple, and then Collier, which you're all very familiar with, will be adding their own platform.
The Collier platform will be right where you go on to do your applications and also do your claiming. There'll be another tab on there that will say training. You will have an opportunity to use that site as an option for you to track your training. The cool thing about the site on the CNP is that anybody can access it. They won't need to have a special password that currently you need to have to do claiming applications and compliance. So we're excited about this, and this will roll out sometime this fall. We will send an email out that will give you the information to access that.
Before you go any further, I know I can hear you asking, does the SNA conference and our fall district training, will those count? Yes, absolutely. Our June and our October meetings will definitely count towards your training hours. Lots of them. So now with your tracker, what do you need to document? Number 1, the date. Number 2, the title. Your learning objective, which is your nutrition, operations, administration, or communication and marketing. And you might want to document the length so we can account for the right amount of hours. As always, feel free to contact us with any questions. Have a great training and be sure to squirrel away a little nut of knowledge. In a nutshell, professional standards for school nutrition.
Nutrition. Nutrition is an important part of what all of you do, especially nutrition education. So think about that when you're talking about different types of trainings that you might conduct with your staff. Also, there's some carryover between nutrition and operations. Any of the menu planning, cycle menus, that type of thing can fall under nutrition. But don't don't stress about where you put it. If it goes under nutrition, that's great. If it goes under operations, that's fine too. In fact, we've got a lot to juggle in this job. Operations is the next one we're going to talk about with NOAC. Operations, obviously, is the part that would include the things that you do when you're making your food. I brought along Chef Combo with me to help me explain what would be covered in operations. Thank you for coming. You are so very welcome. I bet you guys didn't know I'm a ventriloquist, so you will not even be able to see my lips moving when I do this. Food production is included in operations. That would include recipes, culinary skills, that type of thing. Also, seeing labels, who we all love. Serving food, portion size, offer versus serve, maintaining food quality and serving line. Cashiers, the point of sale, reimbursable meals. Financial responsibility. Purchasing and procurement. We all love those bids, solicitations, and evaluations. Receiving and storage is another part of this with USDA foods. And also, don't forget your food safety and your HACCP plan. That all goes into operations. Thanks, Chef Combo, for coming and working with me. You are so very welcome, and I hope you all have a great school year. Well, the next part of NOAC is administration. Oh my gosh, I'm being pelted by plastic tomatoes. At least they aren't real. I will promise that I'll hurry through the administration part. Administration includes the free and reduced price meal benefits, the program management, which would be staff management, healthy school environment, emergency plans, those type of things. Financial management, we all love the financial part of this. Budgeting, financial analysis, the compliance with regulations and with the meals. Also, human resources and staff training. That would also include the employees' health, safety and wellness, retention, training plans and tracking, and facilities and equipment planning is included in that. I'm done with administration. Don't throw any more tomatoes. The last part of NOAC is communication and marketing. And a big part of that is you need to get out there and sell your program. And the way that you sell your program is by doing some strategic and marketing plans, program promotions, customer service, because everybody wants to come and eat when people are nice and friendly and caring. So that's a big part of your program. Also, communication skills, school and community communications. All of these trainings can be done with your staff and are critical for the success of your program. And don't forget the smarter lunchroom techniques. Those can be some great trainings. We are sure glad that you are here to be part of these trainings. Remember, you are the success of the programs in Wyoming.